Today, I gathered the best Minecraft horror mods, ranging from the earliest ones created all the way to the terrifying newest ones, and I put them inside a tier list where I'll rank them to see which mods should be downloaded and played by millions, and which ones should get banned off the internet forever. There's many underrated mods in this list you've probably never heard of, so if you're looking to try something new, this is the perfect video. The rankings will be based off how scary it is, gameplay / is it fun, and originality / innovation. 000.jar. I never really played this mod until recently, but I am actually glad I did because this thing is so insane. 0.jar brings the uniqueness because compared to all the other mods in this game that are just shadowy figures, dwellers with sharp teeth, some being even flat out racist, this mod decides to add a balloon that slowly floats towards you. And honestly, I find that to be pretty terrifying. There's also another white dude who just grabs you, traps you in a box, and you know, there's a lot of things about this mod that I like, and compared to a lot of the other mods on this list, the 000.jar has everything I think a mod needs to put it in certified banger. The next mod is the Rolling Giant. I don't even really have to explain much, but just know that this is one of the worst horror mods in the game. I'm only putting it in this tier list just so you know to stay away from this thing at all costs. Pure garbage. A lot of you were requesting this mod in the comments, so I had to include it. The Goatman. I personally haven't played this mod that much, but after doing some research, I realized how actually underrated this mod is. The Goatman actually has a lot of really cool features. The way the Goatman stalks you from the trees from afar, just kind of stares at you, bro, it is terrifying. His design is really simple, but I think that makes him even more terrifying. But honestly, I don't think we can put the Goatman as a certified banger. Maybe later on I'll change my mind, but for now we'll put him in impressively scary. Okay, the hybrid. This is just a dweller with the man from the fog, cave dweller, and the midnight lurker, all mushed up into one very goofy looking dweller. Don't get me wrong, the idea of mixing all these dwellers together is really cool. I will say though, the hybrid has a really cool jump scare animation, so I'm gonna put it in a respectable mid. Okay, this next mod is actually very new. It's called the Aberration. This mod is just a dweller. I wish I could say something special about it. I think the animations are goofy. You know, I could put it in the mid tier, but I just think this thing shouldn't exist. Okay, I'm very excited to rank this next mod because I guarantee you most of you watching this video have actually not seen this mod. This is Error 404, and he is one of the most underrated mods in this game. Not only does this mod stalk you and chase you around, and you know, he can crash your game, which is annoying, but you can turn it off. Not only does he play structures, but there's actually notes inside of those structures which have a lot of lore. One of them is an island in the sky containing a computer where when you click on it, it plays out an audio message. The entity itself isn't that scary, I wouldn't say, but just the lore around it. And you know, if you're going into the mod blind, I think you would have a very good experience playing it. I'm going to put it at the bottom of impressively scary, just below the Goatman. Beware the Rain is a very classic mod that kind of got brushed under the rug. Basically, whenever it rains, it spawns different creatures. There's like some little spiders that come out, which are honestly annoying, but there's the big red dude who goes invisible and can actually jump scare the hell out of you. There's another like voodoo doll looking thing, which is, I mean, I guess it's all right. I think people do like this mod a lot, but my own personal experience with it hasn't been the best. I think it's just at the top of mid. I will give it some credit. I'll put it above the hybrid, but now we're going to be ranking the updated broken scripts. In the latest version, there was so many insane changes to the broken scripts. Wendigo Drip kind of went off the rails a bit and started breaking people's computers. But seriously, I don't think it's his fault that much. You know, he just wanted to make like a very scary mod, and he executed that. The broken script is by far the most popular horror mod in this game. In the 1.9 version, it has way too many events and things that it added to the mod that I can even list. One of the more controversial things is that it can actually crash your computer. Like, there is a safer version of this mod that doesn't do that, so I don't think it should be banned off the internet. Maybe he should chill out on, you know, some of these crazy features, but the broken script is still just the best mod in this game, I have to say. Like, it's very easy to see where we're gonna rank this. It's going at the top of certified banger. Next one on the list is Scopophobia. It actually got discontinued, which is sad to see. Scopophobia adds 2 different entities to your game, and there's even like a baby that it spawns in your inventory, and I think one of them actually come looking for it. And I have actually been scared by this mod before. I can't put this in impressively scary because I don't think it matches these 2 mods. So I'm going to put it at the top of mid above Beware the Rain. Okay, the next mod actually, I don't even know, bro. I thought the cartoon cat was bad. The Mickey Mouse Dweller is absolutely atrocious. You guys better make sure you wear headphones whenever you play this mod because the noises are so goddamn sus. And it has the same problem as the cartoon dweller where every time it starts chasing you, it plays that goofy ass noise. So I'm putting it in shouldn't exist. Now we got the fake player. So in terms of design, it's very similar to the knocker. He does your basic things, he stalks you from a distance, tries to murder you with an axe, but I will give fake player credit. Because unlike some of these other mods, the fake player knows his place. Whenever a Sigma like me comes towards him, he decides to run away. I think that the fact that he runs away and isn't just some like terrifying entity that will stop at nothing to come kill you, I think it's pretty mid. Okay, next up is Sanity Descent into Madness. This next mod is only what I can describe as straight up schizophrenia. Yeah, so this mod is actually very popular, and unlike all the other horror mods, the Sanity actually adds a game mechanic. Similar to the hunger bar, it adds a sanity meter which puts a little brain right next to your hotbar. This mod really just depends on your playstyle. You know, if you're just a peaceful fisherman who lives on a farm, then you'll be fine. Otherwise, this mod could actually turn you insane. Every time you take damage, every time you get wet, even one of your pets dying, all of these things lower the sanity meter. And when it drops below halfway, your vision will start messing up, and this is when things will really start to get unsettling. You'll start hearing things that aren't there. You'll literally start hearing voices. There's going to be a bunch of messages that pop up on your screen, and your world is just going to turn very, very weird very quickly. Once your bar is low enough, there's going to be some little monsters joining you. At first, they're transparent and can't really do anything to you, but once your sanity is low enough, they can actually start attacking you. This is a really good mod. I think that you could add the sanity mod as a beautiful addition to any one of these mods or any other horror mod in the game, really. A cool idea would actually be to add the sanity mod to the broken script. I don't think I've really seen anyone do that. I think if you're just trying to add a bit more intensity to your mod pack, the sanity mod really couldn't hurt. In my humble opinion, the sanity mod is a certified banger. We'll put him above this little balloon freak right here. The next 2 mods are made by the same creator, CEO of Autism. Starting off with the Rake, this was actually a really OG mod, but I guess it got completely revamped and updated. I love the new design of the Rake. He is just a dweller, which I know a lot of you get mad at. I don't know why, but for a lot of these mods that have this feature I'm about to talk about, there's kind of a soft spot for me. Whenever the Rake kills you, it has the most funniest and just cool death animations. It's kind of like a jump scare, but I really like that type of thing. It reminds me of like when you die in the Batman games or something. So if you're making a large mod pack, the Rake is just a good addition. He doesn't spawn too much, I don't believe. I'm going to put the Rake in impressively scary. Okay, the next one we're going to be talking about, this is not a deer. I think this mod is really, really cool. At first, you're just going to see normal deers kind of, you know, chilling in your forests, but they're gonna look at you very weirdly. Like it's gonna creep you out, but they don't do anything to you yet. They'll slowly multiply, and all of these guys are going to give you a crazy death stare. But they won't stay passive for long because this deer with red eyes will spawn and he will actually attack you. The thing with this is not a deer is I don't really see it fitting in a lot of mod packs, but also I think it's better than these mods at the mid tier. But I think that this is not a deer should be in impressively scary, just at the bottom. And yeah, the Lurking Depths mod is another stalker entity, and it is very scary sometimes. My pet peeve with this mod is the same as the Shut Your Eyes mod. This thing gives you a damn seizure, bro. Like, okay, I get it if, you know, we can shake my hotbar a few times every, you know, 1 hour or so. This dude just puts up some random shit on your screen, shakes your entire hotbar, you can't see anything, you're about to go into epileptic shock, and the worst part is, you can't even make all of this stop until you actually go up to him and look at him. I think it's a bit much, bro. Like, we don't need to be doing all of that. And the fact that it doesn't go away until you deal with him, I mean, that's a good and also a bad thing. It really just shouldn't exist. I'll put him above the Mickey Mouse Dweller because I don't think he's as obnoxious. Okay, Siren Head. So no one really uses this mod anymore, which is weird because everyone was abusing this thing. Like, I'm pretty sure it was genuinely in every single horror mod pack. There's been a lot of updates to him, there's been a lot of changes, but the reality of it remains the same. Siren Head is probably one of the most mid mods I've ever played. Bro, he just stands there, he does nothing, he looks like a complete dumbass over there. He runs at you and he pretty much one-shots you every time. He's way too damn big. No horror mod should be that big. I used to think that he was pretty good. I don't hate him, but I just think that Siren Head is pretty mid. Okay, next up, the God mod. I talked about this in the previous video, but it did get an update and it is still trending right now. Like, there is more videos coming about it. Not only is the God mod just a really terrifying mod, it actually has some lore behind it now too. When you go to the Nether, there's actually some chat messages that appear and, you know, it basically just goes through some basic lore and it will teleport you out of the Nether back into the overworld. Of course, all the other stuff stays the same. You have the karma, and if you have bad enough karma, then the God mod will come for you. I low-key have the vibe that, you know, it'll be popular for a little bit longer and then maybe die, but it really all comes down to how often the developers of this are updating it and, you know, making new and exciting things. The God mod for me goes in the top of impressively scary. I've made 2 other tier list videos and I've actually had a change of heart. Some of you in the comments were saying, bro, the silence is actually very scary. You know what? I agree. Just kidding. This mod is shit.